Hi everyone. Okay, so hi everyone. Please let me know if the voice, if the audio and the pictures and the picture of the video is looking good, so we can start the reading. Okay, let me just. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we see. Okay, I see Ruth there. Ruth, Amelia, Rebecca. Hi Michelle. Hi Nuba. Hi Emily, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi Asia, I'm good Amelia, thank you. How are you? So let's start with Asia. Okay, now before we start with the live reading, hello everyone, welcome and thank you so much for joining in. For those of you who are new to the channel and new to the live reading, if you are not seeing the live chat open, that basically means that you haven't subscribed to the channel. So just click the subscribe button and within the next 3 to 5 minutes, the live chat, you will be able to post your question on the live chat. And this is a free and donation based live reading, which means donation will take priority. And then I'll do all the free readings after the donation is done. So try to be patient and do not spam the chat with your question. Just post it once in a while because after I'm done with the donation, I'll just scroll back up to start with the free readings. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's start with Asia. What will the outcome? Okay, so let's see what will be the outcome and important messages. Okay, so a short answer: will you like the outcome of your surgery this coming month? I'm getting a very strong yes. And regarding with this doctor that you put the name there, I'm getting a very strong like I'm not sure what exactly the surgery is about, but I'm getting a very strong like precision energy coming up here. So this doctor is very precise about but in general I would say like whatever surgery that he's doing here, I would say that he's quite professional and very precise. So like he's like very careful and putting like all his thought into that. Here is what I'm getting coming up here, especially with this King of Swords energy and the Eight of Pentacles energy. coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that I'm getting a very strong resting energy here. So resting and plenty of water is definitely needed before and after your surgery, I would say. So pay attention to your resting schedule. I would say here, like what is the like try to not really do like heavy again, I'm not sure what exactly is about, but I'm getting like a very very strong resting energy coming up here. So make sure that you again follow the doctor advice and rest is coming up quite strongly here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got the strength and the Nine of Pentacles energy coming in here. So this is going to be making you feeling a lot more stronger, I would say, like feelings I'm getting a very strong, like independent, confident, strong energy coming up. It's like you can just like be with this Nine of Pentacles energy. How do I say it here? Like you could just like walk there and just feel that okay, like you got it. You know, those kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Like be confident, like showing up that much of confidence is what I'm getting coming up here. So the overall energy I would say here is definitely that is definitely going to be a success one, and then you're definitely going to be liking out the outcome here. I feel like the doctor is also quite good like with his work. So it's like very precise, very careful about everything, like very very thorough with the way that like he's just doing his job here. So that's definitely like a wonderful thing to begin with. I've also got the King of Wands energy and the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here. With this King of Wands energy and the Knight of Pentacles energy, I mean, like, yes, you are definitely going to be liking out like with this King of Wands energy is like the energy that again feeling really really confident, like you just like you just like wow energy is what I'm getting coming up here. And then the Knight of Pentacles here is that the confidence is not like something, how do I say it here? Is this it's not something that is going to make you feel boastful, I would say here, like a very very strong of feeling confident. You are looking, I mean, like you are looking pretty happy, I would say here with the energy. Yes, I've got the Sun card coming in here as well. The only thing that I'm getting here is that with this Four of Swords and the overall energy coming up here as the Six of Cups here is that it's just like going to be like your dream come true, I would say here. So whatever, like this is something that the surgery is something that I feel like you've been thinking for quite a while here. And once again, with the Four of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, it's just like resting energy. So try to not like overthink a lot, like rest, eat enough, drink plenty of liquid, plenty of water, is what I'm getting coming up here for you overall. Yes, 100%, you're definitely going to be liking it, no doubt. Let's see of what are the messages, important messages from Spirit. The first message that I'm getting coming up here is that you will definitely be able to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. You will be able to achieve all the milestone and all the goals that you have set for yourself by most of that by this year, or even like all of those goals and milestone by this year. I'm getting that this milestone energy is coming up quite strongly here, and I've also got magic and freedom energy coming in here as well. Not only that you're going to be achieving the goal that you desire, that you have set within yourself here, but at the same time this is also going to be giving you a newfound freedom. So it's like you can, this freedom energy here is like financial stability, financial independence, and just in general here is that you could just like be free to do whatever you want here is what I'm getting coming up. Like finally you will be able to be in a position where you could be free. You could like you could just like have a lot of choices, like which way that you want to go here. Everything will be your choice, everything will be your decision is what I'm getting coming up here. The most important message I've got coming up for you here is that you have to believe and you have to like trust yourself here, that you actually do deserve on getting, and you actually do deserve on accomplishing all of these goals, most of these goals and all of this milestone that you've set within yourself. Because it's not only about like setting up and then praying for it here, but when the opportunity comes in here, you have to be there, you have to be present when the opportunity comes in here to embrace the opportunity. So let's say, for example, um, you are selling, let's say, accessories, for example, here. So you have made all of it here, and then someone is ready to buy, but you're just like not there to respond to them, or you just like feeling stressed out, and you're just like closing up yourself here. So how is it that you're going to be making up sales, for example? So there is this inner battle within yourself here, like you are thinking within yourself, am I actually good enough? Will people actually come to me and like get something from me? Or just in general here, like, are you good enough? Are you actually worth it? Do you actually deserve that? So all of those thoughts are something that you need to be paying attention to here, is what I'm getting. And then I've also got the sanctuary energy coming in here. Take time from the work, spend more time alone, meditate or go on retreat. So whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling stressed out in general here, try to, instead of feeding up, instead of feeding into those fear, instead of feeding into those thoughts here, you have to make a conscious decision. Okay, feeling good, I'm going to, like make sure that I fight this. And how do you fight that? Here you can go out, like just go out there, taking a walk into the park, or just like meditate, or just do something. Is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got the status quo energy coming in here as the overall energy. Even though things might not be progressing too much, or you might not be seeing so much progress at this particular point of time, does not mean that you are stagnant, does not mean that things are not working on your behalf. It's just that now, like, because I'm getting like a preparation energy coming up here, preparation before the takeoff. So this is what is going on at this time for you. So those are the messages that I'm getting coming up for you here, Asia. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, Asia is done. Let's start with Yvette. Hi, Dev. Stop. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Hi, Caramel. Yes, Yvette, your turn is now. You can pose your question. Hi, Randall. Hi, Fruit Monkey. Hi, Mo. Okay, let's wait for Yvette to post their question. Okay, I've got your questions, Yvette. Do you see? Yes, yes, I've got it. Sorry, it was lagging a little bit. Yvette, do you see living situation getting better? As in, you will move to this place? Okay, will you be moving? Okay, so let's see when you will be moving. Yes, I do get a moving coming in here. I'm just doubtful that it will happen by this month. I'm getting the number 3 and early fall energy coming up here. So by earliest, I would say here that it may take around 3 weeks, or by beginning of fall. So could be like around the end of this month of September here, that you will be able to move from this place. Moving is definitely there. I feel like it's just may take a little bit a while for that to happen. Let's see what's going on. You can actually like start looking. Yeah, I've got the 6 of Wands energy coming up. Yeah, eventually, yes, you will definitely move. Eventually, yes, you will definitely find a like a better place. I've got the 3 of Swords energy coming up here. I don't really see it improving where you are at this time. So you may actually need to move, or you may actually need to find a new place to move here, which you definitely will be able to find that. I've got the 6 of Wands energy coming up here. I've also got the 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups energy coming up here. I feel like you will be able to find either, like an offer, let's say like an offer of a new, I mean like a new for available for rent or something like that here that you can actually like apply to and get, I mean like go in that direction. But at this time here, the where you are, I mean like staying where you are at this point of time, I don't really see much of much of improvement. You may actually need to, like start looking for a new one, which you definitely will be able to get. I've got the Chariot energy coming up here, like moving is the only solution is what I'm getting coming up here at this time. So you may actually look in that direction. But again, with this moving energy here, I'm getting by the earliest, I would say beginning of the fall season, which is also going to be like towards the end of this month. 3 weeks to end of this month here is by the earliest is what I'm getting, because I've also got the Temperance energy coming in here as well. The Temperance energy is talking about, like being like trying to be patient. I'm not really getting any concern on the finances, but at the same time here with this Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here, if let's say for example like you have paid a certain amount of rent for like a couple of months, I really doubt you will be getting it all together. So you may need to actually look into the agreement, or like looking out into how you can find a way out of that. But moving is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly for you here at this time, Yvette. Because staying there, I think this is also something that you've already known within yourself here. Yeah, moving is coming up quite strongly. Like by staying there here, yeah, by staying there, it's just like it's not really like changing. Again, I've got Three of Swords energy coming up. It's just that you're going to feel like Three of Swords, like heartbroken, stressed out. I mean, it's funny you mentioned about the bugs. I'm not sure if you can see the picture quite clearly here. Like as you can see here, the house is not really looking good. It's not really looking that good here as well. So almost like that energy is what I'm getting. Yeah, you may need to actually look into that and then see if you can get the money back, or at least get some reimbursement, for example, some compassion for that. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. And now let's start with Ruth. Ruth, question. Are you getting any closer with the Sagittarius with no communication at this time? Okay, are you getting any closer with the Sagittarius? You may feel here, Ruth, that things are, how do I say, like things are losing, almost like a losing control energy, I would say here. Like you may feel like you just like kind of like losing the control, or things are just like going out of your hand is what I'm getting coming up here. But I've got the playing it safe, I've got the new beginning energy coming up here. I've also got the loving man, where the overall energy that I've got coming up for you here is increase. So are you getting any closer of coming back together, of like a reconciliation, or like starting up the relationship, the reunion between both of you here? I've got the new beginning energy coming up here as the center energy. So yes, both of you are definitely getting closer of, like being together, getting back together, as you can see here with this increased energy coming up here. It may seem that, I mean, like from where you are standing at this point of time, you may feel like, okay, like how much longer that you should be going, and like why is it that you feel at this time like after so long, and after like after some time here, you feel that you don't have control, like things are just like slipping from your hands, like you're just like losing the opportunity to be back together with the Sagittarius. But the truth here is that you may feel that way because of this increased energy. You may feel that way because of the like how far that both of you have gone. But at the end of the day here, like you just like getting closer and closer and closer to the union and to the destination that both of you are supposed to be here. Now, another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got a little bit of, I won't say blockage, but more like the communication is going to be getting open, I would say here, because the energy that I've got coming up from him here is that with this loving woman, sorry, with this loving man energy that I've got coming up from him, this is also talking about healing and transformation, like going on within himself here on his personal level, that is going to be making him to be the person, the divine masculine that he's supposed to be here, grounded, mature energy coming up here. There is definitely like a little bit of hesitation energy coming up from him. I've got the shadow energy coming up here, like trying to break free from his, like trying to break free from the karmic, trying to break free from the shadow energy that he is currently going through here. The communication is definitely going to be opening up here. I've got very strong communication, and the only thing stopping the communication at this point of time, like a hesitation energy going on towards him. Like I feel like he has been thinking about like, should I do this? Should I communicate with her or not? Like should I do this? And then he's just kind of like stepping back a little bit here. So this is what is going on. But communication is going to be start happening first, which is going to be initiated by him here. I've got the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Let me pull a time frame. For the communication to happen, I'm getting the energy of early winter or beginning of winter energy. But for the number here, I've got the number 7, so it could be 7 days to 7 weeks from now. So I would say 7 weeks from now to early winter is looking more possible, I would say here for you, Ruth. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay. Okay. Yes, Ruth, I've received your donation here as well. Let me. Okay, let's start with Amelia, and then going back from going by the donation list. Will your finances improve? Okay, so let's see. So will the finances improve? 100% yes. I'm getting a very, very strong yes energy coming up here. I'm also getting a very strong winter energy coming in for you here as well, Amelia. So let me start one by one here. Now, at this time, I've got the Ten of Wands energy coming in here. So feeling a little bit of overwhelm, feeling a little bit of pressure, I would say, like financial pressure, or just like pressure in general when it comes into money, when it comes into finances, is something that I've been carrying here. I'm not saying that this month of September is going to be the, like, I feel like the month of September here financially, you're going to see progress, or because I'm getting a very strong balance energy coming up here. With this Six of Pentacles energy that I've got coming in here. Yes, money will be coming in, but it's not really something like in a huge bulk, for example. Yes, money will be coming in, balance will definitely be restored when it comes into your finances, starting up from this month of September. But the massive change, I would call it, like the massive improvement that will be happening to you when it comes into your finances. Yeah, keep getting this very strong winter energy coming in here. So could be like around the month of December or towards the end of the year this year. And then starting from there, here I've got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot energy coming in here. This is a very, very fast moving energy. Both of these are very fast moving energy coming in here all together. So money is definitely coming in, like I said, like gradually coming in here from this month of September, and then like the peak will be like around the end of this year or beginning of next year, like where everything is just like going to be coming in all together here. Because I'm getting like this very strong, like at this point of time, I'm getting like not really in a huge amount, but moving forward into the end of this year or on the one around the winter energy, I'm getting like a huge amount of energy coming up here. So like all the money that I've been waiting for to be getting, I would say here, like everything is just going to be coming towards you. So all of this stagnancy energy, all of this, like just not, or like all of this money energy that was supposed to come to you for like for a long time ago here, but still being stuck, or like still you haven't gotten it here. By this end of the year, you're going to be getting it here all together. Yes, I've got abundance coming in here for you as the Empress energy and the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. This is a very, very strong financial stability and abundance in general is coming up quite strongly here, quite strongly here coming up, quite, I mean, like abundance, financial stability, financial abundance, financial grounding energy is also another thing that I've got. So everything is just going to be coming in all together for you. So yes, financial is definitely improving. Let's see, will the separation make him miss you or want to have you more? Okay, so I'm going to start with the channel messages first, and then I'm going to see what is his energy. In a sort way, yes, the separation is definitely going to be making him want you to have, I mean, like, want to have you more in his life, because the channel messages that I've got coming up from him, I've got "I love you" coming up here. So this is something that is making him realizing about the love and, like the passion, the feelings, the emotional feelings that he has for you. And not only that, here this is also making him realize is that, like, how he has been treating you all this time. I mean, like, he did know, I would say, here in the past, that he hasn't really been treating you like in the best way possible, but the ego is what stopping him to actually admit that, or to actually, like, come forward and, like, okay, look, I've hurt you, I'm going to change. But at this time here, he's starting to realize that, because part of him, again, coming by a little bit of ego energy, I would say here, part of him here wants to come forward and just like break the silence and ask for forgiveness, I would say here. But again, the ego is what's stopping him. But more than the ego here is like, how would you be reacting? Like, would you actually be accepting him here? It's also another thing that I've got faithful energy coming in here as well. Ask and look for signs. So I feel like pay attention to he might be, or he will be, I would say here, this is more towards the future energy here. He will be kind of like giving you a subtle movement, like kind of like giving you like subtle sign. For example, like if I'm just giving an example. So maybe like he could be like liking your post out of nowhere on social media, for example. Like it could be like just like intentionally like walking past you, or like trying to make an eye contact with you, something I won't say not really unusual, but something subtle that like he's going to be like trying to get your attention. Something like that will be happening starting up from this week. If it hasn't happened already, it will start be happening here, like this week. Another thing that I've got coming up from him is that the reason why he was not really appreciative enough, or why like um all this time here he wasn't really being good, or he was like all of this like back and forth energy, all of this yeah, like he's not really being appreciative here, and either intentionally or unintentionally hurting you here because of this abusive situation that he had gone through in the past. So he did not really have a good background, I would say here, when it comes into love, when it comes into relationship. Like he never actually experienced anyone who could actually love him the way that you did. That was something new, and he did not know how to react with that. And because of that abusive background that he had gone through, like all on his mind here is that if someone was actually being really really nice to me, it's never going to last, or something or somewhere is just going to happen. So before that happened, let me just screw this up, or let me just make them hate me. Because after some time here, he did not see you hating him, he did not see like being abusive to him. This was like a pattern that he was already familiar with. So that was the reason wasn't really good between both of you in the past. So let's see. Yes, once again here I'm getting a very strong yes. I've got the end of like this overthinking energy, like because at this time here he has been like a lot of time here that he has been on his mind, like which way should I go in, like should I talk to her, should I communicate with her here. But this is where talking about the end of all of those like back and forth energy is what I'm getting coming up here, which is leading up to the 10 of cups energy that I've got coming up for you. The again the wish fulfillment, happy home, happy relationship in coming in together is what I'm getting for you here, Amelia. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Michelle, what will happen next when you communicate again? So first of all here, Michelle, I'm getting a very strong progress energy coming in here. So in general, when it comes into the communication, I mean like things are definitely going to be taking off. Things are definitely going to be progressing in general here. I've got the 8 of Wands, I've got the 9 of Wands energy coming in. I've also got the Death energy and the Knight of Cups energy coming in here. So apart from the progress, like things are just progressing, things are just like taking off between both of you. This is also talking about a very strong new beginning energy coming in here between both of you here as well. Almost like I would say a reconciliation, but may not be like he may not really like come towards you like, hey look, let's get back together. Like he may not say that directly, but like it's starting going to be moving forward that way. I'm also getting this with this Knight of Cups energy coming up. There will be an offer coming in here, but again, it's not really like something like a solid reconciliation offer. This is more like, okay, let me just ask her out, let's say for example, like going out for a dinner, for example, or just like going out for a cup of coffee, for example, here. So the next communication will also be almost at the same time or like close to meeting up face to face here is also what I'm getting, or at least the communication will happen first and then a face to face meeting up here. But there's going to be a face to face meeting up where both of you are going to see each other face to face, and also like an offer will be there, definitely coming in here quite strongly. I think he's also going to be starting to open up a little bit here about what is going on between him and the third party situation. Now, because I'm getting this very strong of a face to face communication energy, not through text messages here. So I feel like the next thing, or the next level communication here will be coming up from face to face communication, because when both of you are seeing each other face to face here, is going to be more comfortable, and it's also going to be more open about opening up what is going on within the third party here, like everything is going on here. Because, and I think another thing that I've got coming up here is that he's also going to be quite open up about what has been happening or what had been happening in the past. I'm also getting a very strong feeling trap energy. So he would be actually quite open about what had been going on between him and the third party, and what made him feeling stuck, what made him feeling trapped in that particular situation. And that was why, like he had to leave, for example, and that is why, he couldn't really like talk to you. May not necessarily all about the third party, but specifically on the third party situation, he's going to be quite open about that here, Michelle, is what I'm getting. That's the time frame. So moving forward here, I've got the sun energy coming up, quite like a lot of happiness, a lot of it coming in. I've got the number 21st coming in here, or end of, again, I've got the number 9 coming in here as well. So September 21st could be quite significant, 21 days from now, or at least before end of September is what I'm getting coming up here for the next communication that will happen between both of you here, Michelle. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, so let's start with Ruth. Yes, Randall, I did receive your donation. Amelia, yes, in the past, but I think I've got Faithful coming in. Came in here as well for him, so not really. I mean, like he wasn't really looking for other women as well. I mean, he wasn't really looking for other women at this time, so he has been quite faithful. So Ruth is there. Fruit Monkey, I've received your donation. Thank you as well. So what is the next step for the Pisces towards you? Or is it over? See, I keep getting this money energy coming in here from him for some reason. I mean, like, I can't really blame him. I mean, I do understand why he might be like focusing so much on money, or focusing. I won't say focusing on money itself. It's like focusing on stability is what I'm getting coming up, like financial stability, financial independence coming up here. So it's like I don't think that he's someone who can, like, how do I say it here, multitask. So it's like on his mind here, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to focus on finances. I'm going to focus on like getting enough money to build up my stability, focusing on my career. Like this is something keep on always coming out from him. But let me just put it back and see specifically what is his next action going to be. Yes, so now he's talking. All right, so I've got the Ten of Pentacles, I've got the Ten of Cups, I've got the Six of Swords, I've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So is it over between both of you here? No. I do not get that. I've got, I mean, like these two energies talking about the progress or what is going to be coming up next for both of you here is going to be resulting in success. Like the next chapter, or like, how do I say it? Like things moving forward, like slowly with both of you here is going to be resulting in both of you coming in together. But the problem here is that it's going to be a little bit of, if I have to be honest, it's going to be like a slow moving energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Like once again, even though I checked on specifically what he wants to do with you here, at the same time, the money energy keeps on coming in here as well. The Eight of Pentacles energy coming in here. Like again, at this time, for some reason, his focus here is that on trying to building up that stability. So maybe, like, I mean, like he definitely has a solid reason why he's going in that direction, but I feel like he's afraid to do anything. He's afraid to be in a committed relationship in general, I would say here, before having the stability that he desires. So it's like he might be thinking, let me just use this time to focus here, not having any, like not having anything on the side, like not having relationship, not having love, not having, like any type of commitment on the side. I'm just like going to be focusing on this. That this is the only thing that I'm going to be focusing on here. So later on here, like once he has everything, like once he has the enough money, enough stability here, then he can come towards you, and then he can actually like like proposing and then building up the relationship is what I'm getting coming up here, because the intention that he has for you here, he wants to be moving forward together, setting up the family, again, I call family energy coming in here quite strongly for both of you here. But at the same time, the Ten of Pentacles comes in first, then the Ten of Cups energy. So he wants to make sure that he has that very strong stability energy first here before actually moving forward, setting up a family. But overall energy that I've got coming in here all together for you here, Ruth is someone who does want to be with you, who does want to set up, like a family, setting up like just like a wish fulfillment energy. He wants to be with you, he wants to get married to you, he wants to have a family with you here, is what I'm getting. But like I said before, how fast is it going to be progressing? I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in here. It's a little bit of slow moving energy is what I'm getting. Is what I'm getting coming up here. Ruth. Again, I would say like you could again, like I said before, like you could actually initiate, but at the same time, at the here's that he has to like make an attempt to reinitiate that, or at least like accept the initiation here, which for some reason, again, the money energy, stability energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. I don't think that it is over just yet. I feel like it's just like taking a lot of taking some time, I would say here, taking some time for things to be picking up between both of you. Let me see a time frame. So I've got the temperance energy coming in here as well by the earliest, I would say 15th of September, 15 days from now. But this could also be referring to the month of November to December as well. November 15, December 15 can be quite significant here as well, Ruth. So that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let's see with mm, okay, I've got yours donation as well, Asia. I'll get to you. Let me do Randall first. You're welcome. Mm, Randall, you can post your question. I'm not sure if I've seen that. Okay, never mind. I got your questions. Your question is about. Okay, you want to know about a relationship that is over. Randall, are you here? So you want to know if this relationship is completely over or you should move on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yes. She's a Cancer. I've got a Cancer energy coming in here as well. Let's see. So at this time, I'm getting a very strong stagnancy energy happening here between both of you, I would say. There is a very strong stagnancy energy coming up here very strongly between both of you. So at one side here you are feeling quite stagnant, you're feeling like quite stuck, like not sure which way to go, what you need to be doing. I'm also getting a very strong with this Ten of Swords energy coming up. You're feeling betrayed, feeling backstabbed. So this is something that you could be feeling, and like this is the energy that I could be getting coming up from you. At the same time here from the other person, the Cancer energy here, I've also got the shadow side. So I feel like this is quite the mutual energy between both of you here. Like both of you have like almost a portion of this energy. So for you here, I'm getting a very strong stagnancy coming up here. Whatever had happened between both of you, there is a huge lessons of like the cleansing, healing, cleansing. But more specifically here is that the shadow period or the shadow energy between both of you here. I feel like strongly coming up from her with this shadow side here. Could be toxic energy, like say for example, like like that could be like a toxic environment around her, deception, manipulation. I feel like both of you have equal pain and equal hurt that both of you need to release, both of you need to let go of here. And for you here specifically here, Randall, with this Ten of Swords energy coming up, you're feeling betrayed and feeling backstabbed. I do get this person will try to make an attempt to come back towards you. At least the communication will kind of like picking up here. But the energy that I've got coming up for you here, I've got the Fool here. So the choice will be yours. Now with this Chariot energy here, even though I do get that they're going to be trying to come back towards you here, I do see that you're also going to be ready to move forward. It's just that it may take a little bit some time. I feel like you need to make peace not only with the end of the relationship here, but the pain that it's causing you. Because the main problem here is that even if you move on, like even if you are ready to move on into the next relationship here, this pain, this stagnancy here will still be there for you. So it's just like going to be ruining other relationship here if you choose to move forward, which is not healthy as well for you. I would say here at this time, try to take time here to address this Ten of Swords energy, the pain and the heartbrokenness that you, the pain, the feeling of betrayal, the feeling of getting backstabbed here, like address that here. The communication is going to be picking up between both of you here. I've got the Four of Swords. Wow, I've got the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands here, and the Lovers energy coming in here. I do see a reunion or reconciliation coming in here between both of you here with this Four of Wands and the Six of Wands energy here, which is going to be resulting in a victorious outcome and a positive outcome. But at the end of the day here, it's going to be your choice. Are you actually ready to move forward, not only reconciling here, or at least move forward within a new relationship, which both energy at this time, either reconciling with her or moving forward with another relationship, is not really a wise decision at this time. Again, for her as well, with the shadow energy coming up here, a pattern needs to be broken, I would say here, the cycle that both of you might have been going through. So I would say the focus that you need to be doing here is that yes, the reconciliation is going to happen, but I wouldn't suggest you to get too obsessive about it, like thinking about it here to a point where it's going to be getting so obsessive for you. So just know that there is going to be a moment where she will be making an attempt to come back, and both of you will be meeting up in the middle for the reconciliation or whatever you want to be moving forward from that. There is also going to be another possibility of a new relationship, or you are meeting up someone else as well. But like I said before, the choice will be yours. Like you will be the one who's actually going to be taking up which way that you need to be going here, Randall. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. I hope the reading resonates with you. so deaf, soft. Mm, deft. Okay, deft. What's your question? I haven't seen your question. Okay, has the future between your partner and you changed as a result of recent event that have occurred in his life? You're welcome, Randall. Has the future changed? I'm getting a third party energy coming in here now. The third party energy could be someone else, I would say here, or just in general. This could be talking about a karmic situation, toxic energy. Basically, like there is yeah, like a, how do I say it here? A third party is could be someone else, karmic situation, toxic energy, toxic friend, toxic family members, just like road bump or things delaying between both of you here. Has the future changed between both of you? Not entirely, no. I've got the Tower energy coming in here. I've also got the Four of Swords, the World, and the Three of Swords energy coming in. I feel like I'm getting like a very strong D2 energy coming in here for you, DevSoft. It's like it's not changing. I mean, like it's not really like completely changed altogether. But with this tower movement here, whatever situation that had occurred, especially if this is talking about a third party situation or someone else coming in into their life here, this tower energy is talking about whatever that situation is currently going on in his life. This is something that is going to be coming crumbling down. So he has to deal with this tower energy first here. He has to go to the completion of this particular cycle that he has begun at this time, like I said before, the third party or the karmic cycle that he has begun at this time. So he has to like deal with that, or he has to like fix that one first, completely healing from that, completely like fixing up that, which is going to be like giving up a progress in his life, mentally speaking, and going to be giving him to be and going to make him to be the divine masculine that he is supposed to be here, with this emperor energy coming in here. So it's not really changing. It's more like taking a little bit longer, I would say here, because whatever situation that he's currently going on at this time here, the karmic situation, the third party, the toxic energy here, this is going to be making him to be the divine masculine, or to be the divine energy that he's supposed to be here, being the grounded, mature version, grounded, mature, and full of responsibility energy coming up here. Things will be progressing a little bit slow, I would say here, between both of you. I've got the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords energy coming up, but nonetheless, the progress is definitely going to be there. I'm getting a very strong winter energy coming in here, and I've got the Two of Cups energy with the King of Cups, and I've also got the Ten of Cups energy coming in. So overall here, no, it's not really changing. It may take a little bit some time here, because he has to go through the emotional healing, emotional stability in general. Winter season and the late summer is coming up quite significantly here for you here, Dev. And the number 10 coming in here quite strongly as well. So by the earliest, I would say here the month of October, or next year late summer can be quite significant. So October, early winter, and next year late summer is going to be quite significant for you. That's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope it resonates with you. Um, yes, Asia, I've got you. Let me do deer, fruit monkey, and then Asia. You're welcome. Dear, where's dear? Okay, VP, okay, suddenly stop calling and texting. He replies sometimes, but if you text, but does not initiate anything from his end. So, is there any improvement of the situation? If so, when? Okay, let's see. will there be an improvement of the situation? Okay, so will there be improvement of the situation? Yes, definitely, 100% there will be, but will it be fast? I don't really think so. I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in here. So this is a little bit of slow moving energy is what I'm getting coming up. I'll definitely be pulling up a time frame. But at this time here, the center energy that I'm getting coming up from him, I've got the Hermit energy. I've also got the Devil energy coming in here as well. When I ask for the clarification on the Devil energy, I've got the Page of Swords energy coming in. So first of all, here with this Hermit energy, this person is definitely not a huge texter, I would say. Here's someone who is not really like, how do I say, someone is actually really not good with conversation. I'm not sure if you have tried to communicate verbally with them, dear. Maybe again the communication energy is not really looking good. So maybe they're just like not really a good texter, for example, but could like more open when it comes into like a face-to-face communication or verbal communication. So you could try on that way. But for them to actually like stop this, I won't say that they're doing it intentionally. So here, because again, with this Page of Swords energy coming up here, this three energy is a huge indication that this is one of the challenge or one of the negative aspects of them. Like they are not intentionally ignoring you, or they are not intentionally like not wanting to talk to you or not wanting to communicate towards you here. Yeah, I'm getting this very strong Hermit energy coming up from them here. For some reason they're just like not really good with the communication and would just rather keep everything within themselves at this time. Is there any improvement? Yes, there is going to be an improvement. I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up here, the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in. I won't say insecure, but also like anxiety. How do I say? Like the energy that I've got coming up here is that, especially when you call them here, is that sudden rush energy, like quite anxious or just like feeling a little bit of insecure is also another thing that I've got. So progress is definitely going to be there. I feel like it may take a little bit some time to do that. I mean, like to see the progress. Now, spring energy coming up here. Okay. So I've got the number 2 coming in here as well. So I would say you could see some changes by the earliest around 2 months from now, or beginning of winter, 2 months beginning of winter to the month of February. I'm getting more towards like if not 2 months from now, it may take around the winter season, which is going to be around the month of February to March is what I'm getting coming up here. Progress is definitely going to be there, but I'm getting a little bit of slow progress energy coming in here for you, dear. I've also get like anxiety coming in here, dark thoughts energy coming in here as well, feeling down or feeling negative within themselves. Some inner conflict energy, a little bit of blockage on the throat chakra, but overall I do see a progress. I think they just like needed some time, needed some time. So it's definitely not going to be like easy for you to just like initiate everything all together. So I feel like you may need to also like take a break and see like after some time whether they actually initiate things or not. Maybe I would say here, if possible, just like invite them to like a face-to-face communication instead of like, I mean, like not through phone and not through text. Like let's say, hey, let's grab a coffee together, for example, and see how it goes from there. Like just like a face-to-face communication would actually be more productive, I would say. At least like try to initiate that and see how it goes, dear. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. So, who is next? Fruit Monkey, you want a money reading, right? Let's see. Okay, that will be a little bit difficult then. Yeah, this situation will definitely require patience, dear. You're welcome. Okay, Fruit Monkey, money reading for you. So the overall energy that I've got coming up for you here, Fruit Monkey, I've got the Six of Pentacles energy coming in here. The Six of Pentacles energy is a wonderful energy when it comes into balance energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Money is definitely coming in towards you. So before I get into that, let me address these two major energy that I've got coming up here. The Hangman and the Seven of Swords energy coming in here. For some reason you might be feeling that it's like money comes in and then it's just kind of like money comes in and then goes out like it's how do I say it here, like a transition energy. I would say here, so you might be feeling that way, like that money comes in and then it's just like goes out. Like yes, you have saving, yes, you are thinking about investing or saving or just like keeping the money, but at the same time here it's like this pattern that you might be feeling here. So this is why I've got the Hangman and the Seven of Swords energy that I've got coming up for you. I feel like you need to be paying attention more on setting up boundaries, I would say here. Not only on your expenses in general, I feel like the way that not only that the way that you're spending money, I would say here, but thinking like, do you actually how with this Seven of Swords energy coming up here, I feel like there might be some people around you, I would say here, either directly or indirectly here. Let's say like you could be like giving money to them, or just like for example, like you could be like going out and then eating out with the friends, but you are the ones actually spending most of the money. For example, here like there is this way of spending, I would say here, that you need to be setting up boundaries within yourself as well as with others here as well. So that's what I've got coming up here with this Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords energy coming in. I'm also getting a very strong harvest energy coming in here for you. So harvest energy coming in into your life. When it comes into money, this is talking about a huge abundance energy coming in here as well. I've also got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands coming in here all together, one after the other. So these two energy that I've got coming up here is a very, very strong yes that there is going to be a lot of abundance and blessings when it comes into financial energy within within your life here. The Ace of Wands energy coming in here is a very, very strong new beginning energy. And then I've also got the Magician energy coming in here as well. The Magician energy is more of like manifestation and prayer. So with this energy of new moon that is currently going on at this time here, Fruit Monkey, use this energy to manifest like. And when I said about manifest money here, it's not only about focusing on how much money that you want this month, but this is also talking about what is the, I mean, thinking about what will you do with the money. You know, like let's say you want to manifest $1,000 this month. It's not only about getting that from like let's say from a check. What are you going to be doing with that money? Like what is the next step that you will do after you get after you get the $1,000? For example, you want to invest. So I mean, like when you're manifesting here, including that. So it's not only about that. I'm grateful that I received, let's say, $1,000 this month, but I'm grateful that I'm using that money to invest into something else, for example, or invest into, or I'm using the money, let's say, um, to buy a certain things, for example, or like to just like buy a car, for example. Yeah, like what are the next steps that you're manifesting? So not only stuck, I mean, like not only staying with that money energy only here. So that's what I've got. Let me see the time frame. I'm getting a very strong winter energy coming in here. I've also got the Nine of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. The Nine of Pentacles energy is a very strong of financial stability and financial independence coming in here for you, or just like being independent within yourself. The winter season is coming in here quite strongly. The number 6 is coming in here quite strongly as well. So late winter or 6 weeks to 6 months from now is going to be quite significant as well, fruit monkey. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I hope the reading resonates with you. Okay, so now Asia. What will be the next relationship that you will be getting into? Okay, so the next relationship may take a little bit of while, or at least may not be happening as fast as you're expecting it to be. Here is getting a very strong fall energy. So sometimes after the fall season or towards the end of the fall here, that you may be finding up someone, or you might be moving up into a new relationship. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that the center energy that I've got coming up for you here is the Seven of Pentacles energy. So for some reason you are being a little bit of hesitant about it, or like just like thinking within yourself here, would I find like someone that just like I can click with, or like would I just like be connected with quite easily with someone. So you are quite, I would say that you are definitely already on the right track, because you do not want to rush into things. I would say here, like just like taking up your time, like taking like step by step here. So that's definitely a good thing, because with this Knight of Pentacles energy I'm getting coming up here, this is also talking about a gradual process. So do not rush into it, just like gradually moving forward with that here is what I'm getting. Now the next relationship that you will be with here, I'm getting a very strong the Two of Cups energy coming in here. This is a very strong mutual give and take energy, mutual respect, mutual feelings is what I'm getting coming up here. There might be some differences between both of you, I would say. I've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands energy coming in here, but does not mean that you are never meant to be with each other. One thing that I've got coming up from this person here is that a little bit of an introvert energy, I would say here, or someone who is not really, in the beginning, I would say here, this person can be a little bit of introvert, or just kind of like, I won't say shy, but a little bit of not really sure like how to communicate, I would say here. But moving forward, this person is going to be quite honest and quite open with you. With this King of Swords energy coming up here, this person is also having a very strong boundary. So they are very honest and very open with the communication, with what they think. They're just like speaking up their mind as it comes. They're also having a very strong boundaries within themselves here, and will be respecting your boundaries here as well. This is why I've got the mutual give and take energy, a mutual respect, a mutual feelings energy is what I'm getting coming up for both of you. I've also got the Queen of Wands energy coming in here. Now, the difference I would say here is that maybe, for example, this is the he's the type of person that would like to spending time privately rather than going into public. Let's say, like I'm not saying like this is exactly how they will be. I'm just like giving an example. Maybe like you would like to go to a party, for example, but this person would just like to like stay home, like watch Netflix and chill, like just going in that direction. So there could be like a little bit of differences in preferences, but other than that here, both of you are going to be connected quite good with one another here. This person is going to be seeing you as the Queen of Wands energy, so they're definitely going to be putting you in a high pedestal. Is also another thing that I've got coming up here as well. Asia, putting in a high pedestal, thinking of you as like someone who's actually like really gorgeous. Hot is what I'm getting. I mean, like hot is the word that I'm getting coming up. coming up quite strongly here as well. So this is will be the next relationship that I'm getting coming up for you. I've got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming in here as well. Even though I'm getting that take it slow, but things are definitely progressing. And then I've also got the Six of Wands energy coming in here as well, which is talking about victorious outcome and a positive outcome. So your next relationship will definitely be a success coming in here for coming in here for you. And your next question, um, okay, do you mean will you get the job at the mortgage or will you be getting job at the gold credit? Like, is this, it's like one or the other way, right? Just making sure. Asia. Like it's either the movers or either the gold credit, right? Okay, let's see. Will you be getting the job at the movers or gold credit? Let's see which one that you will be getting. Okay, so if I have to choose between the mortgage movers and the gold credit here, Asia, on this side I've got the mortgage movers and on this side here I've got the gold credit. I feel more towards the mortgage movers here rather than the gold credit. So what I've got here is that I've got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming in here. I've got the Star and then I've got the Ten of Wands energy coming in here. So I feel like you will be getting a stable a stable offer, I would say here with this place. And with this Star energy, this is also something that is going to be quite a change of environment, I would say here with the star energy. I feel like you're also going to be quite enjoying in there as well. The only problem or the only thing that you need to be mindful of here is that with this Ten of Wands energy, the workload or the pressure of the work can be a little bit too much at times. So you may need to be able to ground yourself, or like you need to know like how to balancing up yourself here. But looking into the like the environment or just like money wise, I would say here financially, the paycheck, I would say here the mortgage movers is more suitable for you is what I'm getting here. Now into the gold credit energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I've got the Page of Swords, I've got the Nine of Swords, I've got the Two of Swords energy coming in here. I feel like there's going to be more of like a mental pressure within yourself here. And with this Page of Swords energy coming in here, like I feel like it's just like I can't say how. I mean, like, what is the word is saying? It's like one foot in, one foot out, like on and off energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. So there is I'm not getting much of stability energy coming up here of the second choice, which I feel like is just going to be giving you a lot of stress, going to be giving you like a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety is also another thing that I've got coming up here. So if you're looking for stability, I would say here stability, especially when it comes into like finances or just like stability in general. Here I would say go with the first option. The second option, I'm getting like, for some reason I'm just getting like a mental pressure, like a lot of mental pressure coming up here. um the people around that might not also be nice as well, like that could be like people who like tend to be like talking behind your back, just like giving you stress, giving you anxiety, I would say, like after the work, when you go back home, and like, I mean, like in the evening, when you just like go back home, like you want to sleep, yeah, you would sleep with the stress, you would sleep, you would sleep with, like with the tension, with the pressure, like, okay, what is going to be happening tomorrow. So you're not going to have that mental peace and that mind peace, I would say here. So not really going with this, with the second one. So I feel like the first one is going to be really good for you, and I feel like you're also going to be getting out the job offer there as well. So yeah, that's it for you, Asia. Let me know how it goes. I'll definitely keep you in prayers as well. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. And next will be I Speak. Oh, and there's one more. Sorry. Let me see your question one more. Will this relationship be with Josh or someone new? Let's see. I Speak, you can post your question. Okay, I got it. Let me just do one more for Asia. I forgot that she has another question. Will the relationship be with Josh or someone new? So will it be with Jaws or will it be with someone new? So I asked both options here. How will it be when it's with Jaws, and how will it be with someone new? I feel like you're definitely going to be getting another offer here as well, apart from Jaws. But with Jaws here, I've got the Six of Cups, I've got the Sun, and I've got the Ten of Cups energy. With the overall energy that I've got coming up here is the Chariot. I feel like there is going to be a very, very strong yes possibility of a relationship happening between you and Jaws, which I feel like both of you are also going to be happy from there as well. I think you might mention this as well before, like this is the person from your past, right? Like you might have been, like communicated with each other before, but for some reason, just like not in communication, and just like now restarting it again, because I'm getting like someone from your past energy coming in here as well. So yes, there is going to be a very, very strong possibility of a relationship to be happening between you and Georgia, Asia. And when that happens, things are definitely going to be really good here as well. Now, for a new person coming in into your life, yes, there is going to be a new person coming in into your life here as well, or at least apart from Jaws, either new or old, there is going to be another one coming in into your life. But for some reason, they are not ready to give you the commitment, like a solid commitment. So what I'm getting here is that another person apart from Joss here, I've got the Page of Wands, I've got the Knight of Cups energy coming up here as well. This is like a wishy-washy energy, I would say here. The Page of Wands is someone like more towards like, okay, I'm just like going to, like just like going out for fun. So it's like, like there might be people who are just like inviting you out, like for party, just like hanging out and having fun together, but there is nothing more is going to be happening from that, which is why I feel like you would just rather to stay single, or just like rather to stay within yourself. So I feel like coming up here is strongly with Josh rather than with a new person is what I'm getting here, Asia, for you. Yeah, again, let me know how it goes as well. Keep me updated about that. Okay, I speak my truth. Okay, let's see. I mean, I know I've already told you this. I speak my truth, but if in case it gives you comfort, I would say. I mean, like, aside from whatever I'm getting, maybe like have you thought about? I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with you. I speak my truth, but I speak my truth, but it's like, do you feel like you need to see like maybe I'm not saying that psychologically that could be anything like maybe like physical health like maybe something like I'm not sure what kind. I mean, like, I'm not sure if you're also hearing ringing as well, because sometimes ringing can also physically, I would say, here can be an indication of like there could be some trouble on the ear. I mean, like, let's just take into like the science background. Like, have you ever thought of that? Like, maybe it's going to be giving you like a much more peaceful situation. Like, have you thought of that? Like, I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just like asking, like, if you thought about that, like, what are you thinking about that? It's quite interesting that you said root chakra because I'm getting a very, very strong root chakra blockage coming up for you here. As you can see here with this color red, which is the color of the root chakra, is what I'm getting coming up. Yeah, yes, your root chakra is definitely blocked. The root chakra is definitely blocked and unbalanced, is what I'm getting coming up here. So let's see, what do you need to be doing? Will the voices go away? Yes, 100% it will go away. It's definitely going to be giving the peaceful energies, what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the stock energy coming in here as well. I feel like this is, again, I know it has been a while for this to happen. Yes, it's definitely going to be go away, but at the same time, you also like feel stuck and feel stuck. I mean, I feel like you've done I mean, like, yes, you're definitely progressing, but at the same time, here it's like it's still there for you. Like for some reason, you just like cannot let it go. Now, one thing that I've got coming up here is that being committed on healing and balancing your root chakra will actually be quite helpful, especially when it comes into I mean, when it comes into any chakra unbalance, I would say here, like depending on how strong of I won't say about the attachment, like just like the unbalanced energy within your root chakra here. It may take a lot of I mean like it may take a little bit more time for it to be unbalanced. I'm not sure if I had already suggesting for you here before I speak my truth. I would suggest you here to look up on YouTube, search guided meditation on root chakra, and then play it on the background while you're resting and while you're sleeping. You have to do it for quite a while. And in the beginning, I would say here for 3 weeks, but looking at the severity here, I would say the next 3 weeks to 3 months would actually be helpful, or just like keep on like keep on doing that here. Now another thing that I'm getting coming up for you here is that moving energy. I've got a very strong travel energy coming up here. Would you have I mean like would it be possible for you here to go somewhere? I mean like maybe it's a temporary thing, like just like take a break, let's say like move I won't say move into a completely a different house. That might not be possible at this time, but with this travel energy, I would say here that maybe like try to like go on a road trip, for example, like go and visit like your family or go and visit your friend and see if that continue. So because there is also a very strong possibility that that might be attachment in the place where you are, instead of within yourself here, because you also said that you are seeing images on the wall. So with this travel energy is another thing that I've got coming up quite strongly here. So try to do that and see like if it's still following you everywhere you go. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a very strong moving energy coming up here, so that might be something that you can look into it here as well. Now, I've got adventure coming in here as well for you. Dare to do things differently, manifest your travel dream, move to a new location. Moving energy is coming up quite strongly here, because I feel like again after some time here, like I mean like this is has been happening a while as well. So I'm doubtful, like maybe it's not really attached to you, maybe it's being attached to the place where you are. I do have a friend like that as well. But now the messages from your spirit guides here, I've got receive coming in here as well. Be open to receive goodness, believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. I've got possibilities coming up here as well. Raise your standard, elevate your expectation. You have unlimited potential. So few things that I've got coming up here. The root chakra, so focusing more on the root chakra here. Travel energy is another thing that I've got coming up quite strongly. And then with this receive energy that I've got coming up for you here, this is might be a little bit challenging because you have to, I won't say constantly fight with yourself, but you may have to have that making a conscious decision, because the receive energy here is that you have to believe within yourself first that you are worthy of having positive energy, that you are worthy where, I mean, like that you are worthy of having positive energy, abundance in general, blessing in general, because I feel like the voices on your head here is trying to tell you that you are not good enough, that you are that that you deserve to suffer, for example here. So you have to make a conscious decision here that you have to keep on telling yourself here that no, I receive positive energy, I receive abundance, I receive this, I receive that. So like you have to make that conscious decision. Raise your standard. This is also like talking about raising up your vibration, raising up your standard here. Maybe you need to pay attention to the people that you're spending time with as well, or the environment in general here. Elevate your expectations. I feel like at this time, the best way here is like to keep on continue what you've been doing here. I do see a progress, maybe like a slow progress, but progress is definitely still there. By the last option, I would say here is definitely traveling. Maybe you can try to go. I'm not sure if you have any friends outside the country. I'm sorry, not outside the country, outside the city, or maybe like living in a distance with you, like friends or family members that you can actually like just go and just stay for there, let's say like a couple of days or 1 week, and see if it's still, I mean, like how do you feel when you move out, even if it's just like a temporary thing, like just let's say, like for example, like take a 2 days break and see how it goes for you. I speak my truth. So that's the message that I've got coming up for you here. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Hope the message resonates with you. I'll definitely keep you in prayers as well. So let's see next. Melanie. Okay, Nikki, I got your donation. Let's see, Melanie. How does RJ feel about you? Let's see. You're welcome. I speak my truth. Let's watch. No, Nikki, this is for Melanie. Yours will be after Melanie. I think Malapale already put out the donation list. So this is for Melanie Joseph. And then after Melanie Joseph, it's your reading. Okay, Melanie, so how does RG feels about you? So in the beginning, I've got a karmic situation coming up here. This karmic situation could be a third party situation, or just in general here, there are a lot of toxic energy or toxic environment surrounding RG at this time, because at the same time here I've also got the star energy coming in here, and then I've also got emotional healing coming in here as well. There are a lot of healing that needs to be done on RJ, but at this current time, at this, I mean, like at this present energy, this karmic situation here, I'm getting also like a child energy. So this could be referring something related to something related to kids, or something related to children energy. Could also be talking about childhood trauma, inner child trauma, or just in general here that might be a little bit of childishness in general is also another thing that I've got. I'm also getting that there was a little bit of fear, I would say, here coming out from RJ. More specifically, here is that about how you are thinking about him. So I feel like for some reason for some reason RJ feels that you are angry with them, like again, I feel like there is this kind of like anger energy coming in here. I'm not and how do I say it? Like, I won't say that you are angry at RJ, but this is how they feel about you, I would say here. Now, why they feel that, this is more of like, again, coming back to the healing energy that they need to be doing. So I feel like there is like, they feel that they are, I mean, like they feel like you're angry with them, or you're just like kind of like ignoring them, or just having that very strong fear energy is what I'm getting coming up here, Melanie. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Eight of Swords energy coming up, you're feeling stuck and feeling trapped. Again, karmic situation, emotionally feeling stuck, emotionally feeling trapped is also another thing that I've got coming up from them. But overall energy about how they feel towards you here, I see my future with you. Of course, I see my future with you coming in here. So they do actually see, or they do actually want to have future with you. The problem here is that the timing, I've got the not now coming up here, and then I've also got the time is not right for us. And then I've also got trust in the divine timing coming in here as well. So I feel like they want you to be trusting into the divine timing, just like giving sometimes be patient and be strong here, because they have a lot of healings, they have a lot of things that they need to let go at this time, and now is not the right time for both of you to be together. So I feel like this is why the distance, or just like the back and forth energy, the separation, or just like the space and time between both of you is kind of like pushing both of you apart at this time. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that they are definitely going to be coming up towards you. I've got a very strong chariot energy coming in here as well. So they're definitely going to be coming in towards you here. They are seeing you with this Queen of Swords energy here. I'm getting a very strong mother figure or mother energy. So they're definitely putting you, I won't say putting you in a high pedestal, but they're definitely putting you in a way that how in like someone putting up their mother, so with that respect here. And I feel like, again, coming back to that anger energy, or they're feeling that they're afraid to come forward, or they're afraid to communicate with you here, because they feel like you're going to just like cut them off for some reason. This is like one of the biggest fear that they have at this time here, Melanie. So that is the energy that I've got coming up here from RJ and you. But progress is definitely going to be there. Healing needs to happen, because I'm getting a lot of like feeling stuck and feeling trapped at this time here, Melanie. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, Nikki, let's see your question. Please let me know if it's buffering. And it's 11:11. I've got 11:11 coming up here. Okay, should you, Nikki? Now, Nikki, it's your energy now. It's your reading. Should you reach out to Malika on next Sunday evening to reunite? Alright, so let's see. What happened if Nikki reach out to reunite? Okay, so what will happen if you reach out on Sunday evening to reunite? So right away, I've got the Ace of Swords energy coming up for you here, Nikki. This is a very good indication of, like reaching out, or the communication to happen between both of you. You can actually reach out. You can actually see how things will be moving forward. In general, here is a good, I mean, like in general here, this is a very strong green light, I would say here, for you to communicate, or for you to be initiating the communication. Now, will the reunion happening? Like, I'm not sure what kind of reunion that you have in your mind here. I mean, like, if you're thinking about the moment that you reach out, both of you are going to get back together here, like everything is just like going to be like going back to I mean, like just falling back into places. I'm not really getting a very strong yes on that. But if you do reach out here, this is going to be serving as a huge improvement for both of you here, because both of you here can actually open up. communicate with each other here, being open on an emotional level. So that's what I've got coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up here, if you choose to go ahead with that, I'm getting the King of I'm getting the King of Cups and the King of Swords energy coming in here together. This is a very, very strong masculine energy coming in here between both of you. So be careful about ego clash or just like clashing up your head with one another. Here's another thing that I've got coming up for you here, Nikki, because I don't want you to go, because what I'm getting here is that this is going to be serving a huge improvement for both of you here, especially on being open on an emotional level. One of you here will be open on an emotional level, but the other person here is still going to be on the guard. So respect that needs to happen here as well. Respect in the sense that giving the space and giving the time for one another here to be able to open up when they feel comfortable. So like this is more of like giving the space energy coming in here. So will it actually looking good for you if you choose to like communicate or reach out to them this coming Sunday? Communication wise, yes, I do see like a lot of improvement when it comes into the communication. If you are thinking about the reunion as in like the communication to pick up between both of you, this is a good indication. But if you're thinking about the reunion as in like the moment that you reach out, everything is just like going to be falling back into places, that both of you are going to coming back together again, I don't really think so it's going to happen that fast, because I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. This is more of like a gradual process energy. I'm also getting a very strong defensive energy coming in here as well. Like someone is still having wall high up is what I'm getting here. Let me pull a time frame. So time frame for you here, Nikki, I've got the number 6 coming up here 6 days from now, which is also going to be, I think, around the next coming Sunday, right? 6 days from now, I'm also getting like late fall. So 6 days, 6 weeks to late fall energy going to be quite significant for you here, Nikki. That's it for your reading. Yeah, you can actually communicate with her. The communication will be happening, but it's not going to be directly going into, yeah. I mean, like if you are open to, like again, slow process and gradual process, so you need to be open with that. I don't want you to like after you reach out and then she's not ready to communicate with you, for example, or she's not ready to be giving you what you desire. You're going to get frustrated, which is not going to be healthy for you as well. So as long as you can come with that open mind, just giving the space for both of you here to grow, that is going to be really really good for both of you, because I do see progress coming in here as well. All right, so I think I've done with the donation. So for those of you who are waiting for free reading, you may actually post your question. I'll get to it. Okay, so let's start with Bella. How does the Capricorn feel about you? So I'm getting a very strong passion coming up for you here, Bella. This could also be sexual energy, I would say here, like having a lot of passion, having like a lot of sexual energy, thinking that you are hot, thinking that like, yeah, just like a passion, like they do like you, I would say here. And aside from the passion and the sexual energy, with this Queen of Swords energy that I'm getting coming up here, they're definitely seeing you as someone who knows what they want. Like you are being, how do I say it here? You are being quite like you have this vision. Okay, this is the way that I want to go about it, and like, and you just like going to be sticking into that vision. So they are like quite appreciative about how you are putting up boundaries and how you just like moving with your life in general is what I'm getting here, Bella. Hi, are you on the right track with helping your situation? Okay, so let's see what's going to be happening with the health situation. Oh. Yes, definitely. I've got the Three of Wands energy coming up here, and I've got the Ace of Cups energy coming in for you here, HI. You are already definitely on the right track. There are, I think, with this Three of Wands energy coming up here, this is like the road to recovery, I would say here, like the road to be where you would, I mean, like moving forward here, that you will be into like a much more better position, energetically speaking. So healing, like completely healed within yourself. There might be like a couple of things I would say here that you need to let go of. I think your doctor also already told you about that. Just like a couple of minor things I would say here. And I've got the Ace of Cups energy coming in here as well for you. This is a very, very strong yes. You're definitely already on the right track. What does Capricorn thinks and feel towards you? Jaden 1430. What does the Capricorn feel about you? So for some reason, this person is either in a third party situation, the Capricorn, or just like they are involved with, I won't say involved with so many people, either they are in a third party situation, or they are currently having their mind like almost like all over the place here, or their mind and they how do I say it? Like I even forgot what is the word here. Like the mind and the attention is somewhere else. I would say here with this Three of Cups energy. Eventually, they would definitely be taking up a leap of it and coming towards you here, Jaden. But at this time here, the intention is on something else or someone else at this time. This could be a third party situation, could also be a career or just like environment. I mean, like something within themselves, something around themselves. Here is what I'm getting, Jaden. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the wife then. But there will be like taking a step and moving forward towards you. Ava, how can you make your business successful? So I've got the Knight of Cups energy coming in here. I've also got the Six of Cups energy coming in here as well. So aside from, I won't say marketing, I think it's more of like the promotion that you will be doing, and it's more like a word of mouth is what I'm getting coming up here. Like you telling to other people, or like you are, let's say for example, like more of like a word of mouth energy is what I'm getting coming up here. It's also talking about promotion and marketing, but not only sticking with the social media. So maybe like you are sharing with your friends and ask your friends to share about it. Like those kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Rebecca, you may need to repost again because whatever posted on the above has already been deleted. I mean, like, sorry, not deleted, kind of like already going down. So I couldn't see any free question on the top. That's why I asked to repost again. Salma, sorry, Nikki, what is your career going to look like? Let's see. So I've got the Empress energy coming in here. I've got the High Priest energy coming in here. You have a very strong mother figure. I mean, like motherly energy coming in from you here, Nikki. It's like just like embracing other in general here. So I would say you will be looking. I mean, like you will be doing good with children or just like with other people in general. And with this High Priest energy coming up here, almost like a teacher energy, but does not necessarily like you have to be a teacher. I mean, like does not mean that you have to be a teacher. With this High Priest energy coming up is that being there for people, communicating with people in general is what I'm getting here. The High Priest, I'm getting like more of like a high level management energy rather than entry level is what I'm getting for you here, Nikki. So, Salma, is this new person sent by divine long term, or should you stop talking with Rahab? So let's see. What's going on with Salma and so is this person sent by divine? No, I'm not. I mean, like, if you are saying that is this person sent by the divine to be in a relationship with you, I'm not really getting a very strong yes on that, because with this temperance energy, I've also got the devil energy coming in here right away with this two of wands energy. You might still be talking to them, you know, like just like being friendly, just having the communication. But at this point of time, I do not see anything moving significantly here between both of you here, Salma, because with this two of wands energy, I'm getting a little bit of stuck or stagnancy or just like slow process energy here, so keep that in mind as well. Sunny 21, will you have a committed relationship with the Cancer? Sama, yes, I've got the ace of wands and I've got the ace of wands energy coming in here. Yes, you will definitely be able to have a committed relationship with the Cancer. Rebecca, why did Mark delete you or remove you from the Facebook? So they have been thinking about you, I would say here. They couldn't really like take you off from their mind. I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers energy coming in here. This is a little bit of childish coming out from them. I've got the Page of Cups energy coming in here. A childish move, I would say here, but they haven't really able to, you know, like stop thinking about you, and they just kind of like cannot unbalance themselves here. So this is something that they made out of rushing energy, I would say here. They kind of just like being a little bit too immature and just rushing and then to just like delete you here. So nothing of like they hate you or they do not like you. This is like a bad move, I would say, from them. A little bit of childish, a little bit of immaturity energy coming in here as well. I feel like this is also meant to be triggered to you, like think they are hoping or they're thinking that you would actually reach out to them and like communicate with them, like a way of triggering you, but also like they're also getting triggered as well. They're also getting triggered as well, Rebecca. Okay, Eric, is there any love interest coming up for you in the next coming months? A love interest will definitely be there. Honestly, I'm getting more either if this is, I'm getting number 4 coming up here, Eric. So it's either 4 months or early spring next year is what I'm getting coming up for you. But yes, there's definitely going to be a love interest coming in. You're welcome, Sunny. Anita, will Cancer reach out and message you in any way? When will the Cancer reach out? They will be reaching out here, but it may take a little bit some time. I've got the number 20 coming up here and the number 4. So could be 20th of April. Could also be 20 days from now. But yes, they're going to be reaching out towards you. 4 weeks, 20 days maximum, I would say here 20th of April, I would say, because they are needing to, they haven't really come to a place where, you know, like they are ready enough, more of like need to go through the being grounded within themselves to be the divine masculine that they're supposed to be here, Anita. Ma, you can post your question, and anyone else that I haven't answered for the free reading may actually post your question, please. Sunny 21, I think I answered your question already. It's only one question without any follow-up. Charlie, you can post your question. Okay, Rebecca. No, he did not remove you because he was done. It's more like an immature energy coming up from him, honestly. No, he wasn't definitely done. But let's see about the reconciliation energy between both of you. I feel. I mean, when I read the question, the energy that I've got coming up from him was that I feel like both of you here were unable to stop looking at each other's social media one way or the other. So this is kind of like triggering for him because for some reason he couldn't really like stop looking into what is it that you are doing, or like what is it like you are. I mean, like what is going on with you. So it's again, I'm not saying that what he did was right, definitely not, but he did that in a very rushing energy. Like he did that just with this Knight of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, Rebecca, is like a very strong of, okay, I cannot take it anymore. I'm just going to do like whatever the quick thing that I could think of, which is like removing you. So it wasn't really because he was done with you. Honestly, he did not even give much thought about that here. So he couldn't really stop looking. He couldn't really like stop checking you out. So he just like did what he's supposed to be doing. Like he thought the easiest way to be moving forward with that, which is deleting you from the social media. Again, childishness, I agree, which is also why I've got the very strong childish energy coming out from him. With the reconciliation still happening between both of you, I've got a very strong yes. I've got the Ace of Wands and I've got the Six of Wands energy coming in here as well. So yes, the reconciliation is still going to be happening between between both of you here, because another thing that I've got coming up from him here is that I've got the two. It's quite interesting. I've got the Two of Wands, I've got the Five of Wands, and then I've got the Two of Swords energy here. This is a very strong stagnancy, feeling stuck, feeling confused, not sure what to go, not sure what he needs to be doing, not sure which way that he needs to be going about it. I've also got the Five of Wands energy coming in here as well. This is a very strong inner conflict energy coming in. So this is exactly what I said before. Like this is the same energy that I've got when I saw your question. Like he just did that again, not intentionally, but just like rushing towards it. And yes, that was why he just did not remove. I mean, like, he did not remove any tag or any post because, okay, this is it. Like, I keep on seeing her everywhere. I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm just going to unfriend. So it was like that rushing energy is what I'm getting coming up from him. A little bit of again ego energy coming up here as well. Something that he did in a very rushing energy, in a very rushing manner. But the reconciliation is still on the picture between both of you. Let me pull a time frame here, see when it's going to happen. Ten of Cups still going to happen, the reconciliation. I've got the number 7 coming in here, so I would say late fall coming in here quite strongly. I think you are from Australia, right? If I'm not mistaken. So the season can be different. Late fall here will be around the month of October to November. Yeah, October, November. So could be that. The number 7, so 7 weeks from now, is also going to be quite significant. Yeah, he will still reach out to you. And I think this is also part of him like trying to see if you would notice and if you would actually contact him. This is like an ego game, I would say here with him, which is like who is going to be reaching out first. At this point of time, I'm getting 7 weeks to late fall. So 7 weeks is what I'm getting here. Hopefully it will be before your birthday. I'll definitely going to be keeping you in prayer. But at this time, I'm getting like 7 weeks. 7 weeks, around 7 weeks. So thank you so much, Rebecca, for your donation. I truly appreciate that. Now, Malapali, what is Gemini mind when it comes into you? Okay, is it still buffering, or is it already good? I think there was a moment of down. Okay, please let me know if it's still buffering. I'm not sure whether it was my internet or YouTube was down, but please confirm if it's. Hi, Paige. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so what is going on Gemini's mind regarding you and your relationship here? So, will you marry me coming in here? So this person definitely wants, like definitely the thought of marrying you and wanting to be with you is crossing his mind. I would say here. Will you marry me coming in here? I've also got, I see my future with you coming in. So again, these two energies, something, like going hand in hand, I would say here, Mal, about how that he wants to be moving forward and what he thinks about you, what he thinks about, like moving forward with you here. This is the energy that I've got. And then I've also got forgive and let go coming in here with trust in the divine timing. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this trust in the divine timing, he wants you to fully trust onto the divine timing, because I don't think he knows when this is going to happen or how, when, he does not know that, but he wants you to completely trust into the divine timing and completely trust into him that he does want to marry you and he does see his future with you. Another thing that he wants you here is that another thing that is crossing up on his mind here is that with this release the past, learn from it and forgive and let go. He also wished that you would be able to, like release things from the past, letting go things here and forgive him is also another thing that I've got coming up here. Instead of holding on to things from the past, whatever it might be, the bad, the good, whatever it might be, like he wants you to be able to release and do not hold him accountable for whatever he had said in the past or whatever that had happened between both of you in the past. Completely, like forgive him and completely letting go of, like things from the past is what I'm getting coming up here. So those are what he thinks about you. I mean, like what is going on his mind. Let's say of his action coming in here. I've got the Empress and the Queen of Wands energy coming in. The Empress is coming in here as sure. The Queen of Wands energy is coming up here as the blockages or the karmic situation that he might be currently stuck with here. So the Queen of Wands energy coming in here quite strongly. Fire sign Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Someone with a very strong fire energy. The action coming in here, I've got the reconciliation or the reunion, or just like both of you coming in together. There is definitely like a blockage or a karmic situation at this time that is I won't say blocking, more of like the delaying the connection, because like I said before, trust in the divine timing. So timing is something that he cannot really guarantee on that just yet. I've got the Two of Cups energy coming in here, another confirmation about the soul connection coming in here between both of you. So at this point of time, I don't see any significant action coming in here from him, because I'm getting a very strong blockage energy coming in here in like situation around him, karmic situation, or just in general here is that I'm getting the Ten of Wands energy. He does want to move, I would say here. I've got a Three of Wands energy, but at the same time, he's not be able to make any sudden or any big movement at this time. The Ten of Wands energy that I've got coming up here is an indication of feeling overwhelmed and feeling pressure, a lot of pressure, a lot of like overwhelmed, burden. There is just like so many things going on around him at this time, is what I'm getting. So I'm not really getting any significant action at this time, but he does want to be coming towards you, like fully coming towards you here. It's just that maybe not anytime soon, like completely like I mean, like I'm talking about like a far future energy, like the marriage, like not only when it comes into the communication, like when it comes into like the marriage energy, it will happen, but it's going to be like far into the future is what I'm getting, which he can't really put a time on what is going to be, when is it going to happen, but it will happen, is what I'm getting here. So, hi Mariam. Yes, give me a minute. Let me start with your reading. Any messages for you? So, messages for you here. I've got receive coming up here for you. Be open to receive goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. I've got discernment coming in here as well. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dream as a secret. So the message that I've got coming up for you here is that to pay attention to your intuition, focusing on your intuition here, because I feel like you've been getting a lot of messages or like telepathic messages, signs, synchronicities coming up into your own way. So you're being advised to trust onto that. And then I've also got receive energy coming in here as well. With this receive energy that I've got coming in here, overall energy, I'm getting a very strong abundance coming in into your life as well here, Mariam. But overall energy that I've got coming up here is that you need to believe within yourself here that you are actually worthy to receive and to get all of, like whatever you are trying to manifest, whatever you want to be attracting onto your life here. So, yep, that's it for the reading. I think I've done all the free readings and the donation. Let me just check in case I missed anyone. Okay, I think I've done with all the free and the donation reading. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much for those who have done the donation. I truly appreciate that. My next live reading will be on the week of full moon. I haven't really checked when, so I need to see the schedule. And maybe I'll do another one. There will be an extra live reading during the Mercury retrograde, either the beginning of the Mercury retrograde or like towards the mid of Mercury retrograde. So yeah, that's it for the reading. Have a good day and use the new moon energy to manifest. Have a good day, stay safe and be blessed, everyone. Good day, good night, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.